The house itself was built in 1846 by Pierre Brulette. He had just got married that year, so he needed a house. And it was in the family for a number of years. Pierre Brulette was born in 1826 and lived till 1906. And from 1846 to 1906, that's the house he lived in. That was the family house. Pierre Brulette was the son of another Pierre Brulette that had been given the land back in 1826. Pierre Brulette was the son of a French soldier that came to Vincennes in 1760 named Michel Bruyette. There's a very good picture of the house with the family that was taken in 1880, or sometime in the 1880s, let's say, that shows the Brulette family at that time. And it gives a good impression of the house. You can see from the picture that the house faced toward what we now call Highway 67. It had a porch on the front. The porch, of course, is long gone. Porches tend to deteriorate and be replaced quite often. But you can see that essentially the house is the same as it is now, other than that. The Brulette family owned it. Pierre Brulette Jr.'s children owned it until about 1958, when Dr. Boyd Black and his wife Nellie acquired it, who were very interested in the history of the house. They made a number of changes. They painted it a gray color on the outside, a light gray, which it has now, which protects the bricks quite well. They, of course, changed the orientation of the house. The entrance toward Highway 67 is not really accessible now, so they oriented it more toward the road that comes up behind it. They added some dormers up on the roof of what would be the third floor, which are a feature. They basically about doubled the square footage of the house. The house originally was something like 3,000 square feet, and they doubled it to about 6,200 square feet. Originally, Pierre Brulette Jr. had 170 acres, but we're only talking about 10 acres now that is included with the house. When it was a working farm, of course, you needed to have all that extra acreage for farming and barns and all that. There still remained some very nice old maple trees that the current owner, Dr. Stewart, gets maple sap out of and makes maple syrup out of. Very good. But anyhow, Dr. Black had the house and made a number of changes and improvements on it. He added, it had 5 rooms, or 5 bedrooms, a beautiful living room that is in the thing. And the addition toward the back, the L addition annexed to it with the dining room, formal dining room, and the kitchen. He also added a 4-car garage, which is still there, and the patio, which is there. Dr. Black retired from the Good Samaritan Hospital in 1980 and moved out to New Mexico. But he sold the house to Dr. Allen Stewart and his wife Pam, and they felt it was ideal for their large family that they had, with the 5 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. That suited them. Of course, they had to redo the kitchen. Wives always want the latest in kitchens. The cabinetry was done by the Provines Cabinetry people, who are the top cabinet makers here around Vincennes. They also put in an in-ground swimming pool, which is very nice. But that is the story of the house, the Pierre Brulette house, that is a very nice old house.